Welcome to Brisbane Indian Times news video. In this bulletin, we are going to look at Mayor of Brisbane Councillor Campbell Newman as he talks to the press regarding his intention of joining state politics and giving up his mayoral position in Brisbane. Let's cross over now to King George's Square where he meets the press.
Smooth transition to a new team at the helm should I be successful and resign. Today, that ballot has been conducted. I'm here to announce that the LNP party room have selected Councillor Graham Burke as their nominee for the Mayoralty at the special council meeting, and they have then selected Councillor Adrian Schrinner, who is currently the finance chairman of the Brisbane City Council, as their nominee for the position of deputy mayor. I'm absolutely excited and thrilled. Thanks, Adrian. Well, just taking the questions in turn. First, in relation to Clem 7 resumptions, yes, there are some outstanding issues. There's not too many given the overall number of properties that were actually consumed, and I should explain that one of the big things you've got to do in this job is make sure you spend the ratepayers' dollars wisely. Sometimes people who go through a resumption process have very inflated expectations about what they should receive from their properties, which are not supported by independent evaluations that the council receives. We would be absolutely reckless if we just paid money because some people said that that was the value of their land. So yes, there are outstanding issues and they will ultimately need to be handed out probably through the court.
You say pre-selection happens on Sunday if successful. What's your plans from there as in campaigning? Where do you go? What's your plan?
Well, I need I'd outline my path after the third of April would be subject to that pre-selection resignation from the council, which will occur immediately. Just a few days after that, I'll be submitting myself to the same process Councillor Schrinner and Councillor Cook have just been through to be ratified as the leader of the state LNP team, and then I'll be on the road. I'll be travelling the length and breadth of Queensland, talking to people about the issues and actually giving them a real message about there's a new team in town.
You got any plans when you go to Queensland first?
Sorry, can I just do the real one first? Yeah, sorry, I couldn't hear both questions.
Where do you can you tell us a little bit? You set out where you'd like to go or places you'd like to target?
Not at this stage. I've been extremely busy the last few days sorting out a whole range of issues, and I'll get to that in the future. We will be on the campaign trail across Queensland once I'm no longer there at Brisbane.
Would you welcome other LNP members standing against you in the pre-selection initiative? Why would you welcome that?
Because I've said from the beginning that this needs to be done properly, that I wasn't after sort of a golden pathway, that I would welcome the proper democratic process within the company, the party that we follow. I mean, that's why over the last 2 days, late in the afternoon, I have had to go through the normal processes of any candidate these days for the LNP. I've had to go through a vetting process, which is very intensive and rigorous, and also deal with other internal processes.
As the anointed leader of the parliamentary wing of the LNP, how would you feel that a senior party person rang a gentleman this morning after he spoke on ABC Radio and threatened him with expulsion because he was speaking out against your candidacy?
All I can say today is that I'm quite happy to go head-to-head with anyone else who wants to seek pre-selection in the party. You need to put those matters to the LNP.
You're not aware the nominations have closed?
Look, we'll have to go to the LNP about that. All I can tell you is consistent with what I said the other day. Several days ago I lodged my application form and my check as prescribed by the party's constitution. I have subsequently been through things like the vetting meeting and other internal party matters.
Will you honour a commitment by John
Look, I will be going to the Sunshine Coast on the weekend. I'll be meeting with Sunshine Coast members. I'm keen to hear particularly Glen Elm's position on this. I want to hear what he's got to say about the matter. He's a passionate advocate for that. I want to hear what he says before I make any further comments on the matter.
Should the LNP person who's spoken out against your nomination today, should he be expelled from the party?
That's a matter for the party. If you're asking about something that I just don't know about, I mean, I don't know particularly what you're talking about. I just simply say I'm happy to have a contest.
I can explain it if you like. An LNP member who wanted to stand against you in Ashgrove for pre-selection spoke out about it on ABC Radio this morning and was subsequently telephoned by a senior member of the party and threatened with expulsion. What I'm curious to know is, as the anointed LNP party leader, parliamentary party leader, how you feel about that.
I'm happy to go for the pre-selection contest. I've said that all along.
The question is, should he be expelled?
Well, that's a matter for the party.
Were you happy with that?
I don't know particularly the rules inside out, upside down. If he's breached the party's rules, the party will deal with him in a manner that they think is appropriate. But I'm not in charge of the party.
How will you deal as parliamentary leader with dissension in the ranks?
If I were on
So there are some disgruntled MPs who are angry about the process that you've gone through. How do you placate them?
Well, basically, I will be talking to everybody visiting their electorates. I'll be demonstrating to them that I come in without any affiliations, without any baggage, and that I'm prepared to work with everybody. And that is what I did in 2002 and 2003 as an extreme candidate. Back in those days, there was some real issues. Let's not beat around the bush. It's a matter of public record. And I faithfully demonstrated to all members of the team that I was an honest broker, fair and bloke, the energy and the leadership to take council forward. That's why I'm looking to stay.
Anna Bligh this morning gave herself a trigger for an early election. Would you like to see her pull it?
Look, the Premier has committed to go to election next year. I think that's something you should put to her about why she's changed her mind.
Are you ready?
I will be ready for an election at any time the Premier chooses to have an election. But I do remind you of the Premier's promise, because it's another broken promise, if you like, to the people of Queensland, just like the promise on the ANZ leader from the all issues about power and water.
Did you ever promise to run full term?
I believe that we have extraordinary circumstances currently in Queensland. I have put my hand up because I'm passionate about Queensland. We do need a change. We need a new direction in Queensland, and that's what I'm providing.
Is it true Ashgrove was your full election?
No, that's not true. That's
Will you
not
move to
true.
the area of your place?
I live in here. I work in here. I mean, the north of Brisbane is the area. I lived there for 10 years, as I've said before. Every weekend, my family are in Ashgrove. We're part of the community, our friends are there, we shop there. It's the seat I wanted, and it's a harder seat to win than the seat I actually live in.
How did your talks go with John Paul Langford last night? Was it
Oh, we just
appropriate to
got
use
lunch.
City Hall to
Very well. Well, I was having my lunch. Okay. I shared my sushi.
How did the talks go?
Very well. I mean, he's a terrific guy. I said that before. We've had a good chat, a frank conversation about all the things that have happened in the last few weeks. And we're going to go forward together. He is bloke who's prepared to put the interests of Queensland first.
Do you know of any other mayors indicating their interest in the state?
Yes, there are.
How that?
I don't know, but I can tell you that at this stage. I know there are mayors and councillors in Queensland who are very encouraged by the new energy leadership model we provide, and they want to get on board.
How many are interested?
I don't know overall, I can't know how many. I can tell you that there are some that have already indicated interest to run state seats.
It's early days, but would you like to reintroduce that field? Make sense of leader?
I'm not here to answer policy issues today. That is a matter for me to sit down with the LNP party room to ensure that the leadership team and each member is clear on whether the policies are fit for the people of Queensland.
Would it be prudent to have your press conference at the same time as the Labor's Lord Mayor?
Well, I don't know what he's doing. I mean, he doesn't send me his media alerts. I mean, we're here today to talk about a smooth transition of power in the city of Brisbane. Should the Ashgrove pre-selection nominate me
This has been a Brisbane Indian Times news video presentation. My name is Umesh Chandra. Until next time, it's goodbye from me.